Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to our 10 Million for World Peace daily guided 7-minute meditation. I'm Marbeth Dunn, and here with Terry Angel. We are both founders and directors of 10 Million for World Peace, and we would love to have you join us if you have not already. You can join us by going to the site that's scrolling along the bottom of your screen, 10millionforworldpeace.org. So please join us. Together we can create a peaceful, happy planet.
Yes, we can. It's good to see everybody today. Our familiar faces are coming in here, and maybe some that haven't been here before. Cinderella Pergega. I probably butchered that. Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name. Patty Riley, Kath Stewart. Welcome, everyone who's finding us, and thank you.
Hi, Claire. Nice to see you here.
Yes, Claire and Goya are on YouTube. Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you all for sharing. When you share, it makes a big difference. Because that's how we realized a long time ago that's how we reach 10 million people, is with everyone sharing and doing your part in bringing in peace in the world.
Absolutely. So we have a podcast, and we change it every week. So this week what do we have this week? I'm checking it out.
No, looking to see who was here. Robert Schoenfeld just showed up.
Oh, nice, Rob. Hi. Yeah. So I know who's coming up next week on Saturday is Dr. Phyllis Levitt, and that's going to be really fascinating. So anyway, check out our podcast because we have almost 50 of them up there, and we've got great, amazing guests, and we have them uploaded also to audio channels besides YouTube. But I see that it is that time, that magic meditation time, that I'm going to disappear, and I'm going to let you lead that for us, Clary. Right. Take us into the magic.
Yes, it is magic. Welcome, everyone. So let's start the magic happening by going into our hearts. Just focus in on what's going on in this now moment, right here where we are. And we do that with the breath. The breath is the connector. It also slows everything down. When we breathe in slowly and take that right into our heart center, holding on to it for just a minute, and then releasing, letting it flow with ease and grace, and then bringing it back in again, bringing in more love with you as you do with each new breath. Bring in the freshness, bring in the joy. Open up your heart to receive that love. So many times it's easier for us to give love than to receive. So this is your time. This is your moment to just receive that love into your heart space. And just let it go in there and inundate every part of your body. Let it flow from head to toe and then out the bottom of your feet, growing like roots into our Earth planet. And say thank you to Mother Earth while you're down there. And then bring that gratitude and that love and that grounded energy back up to your heart. And one more breath, one more deep, deep breath in. Feel that love, feel the joy, and feel the peace. That's what we're here to celebrate and to focus on today, is peace. So breathe that out into the world. And we're going to just focus today on love, focus on calming and peace energy. When we say we want peace on earth, so many times we just think about people. And we need to do that. We need to think about all of us living harmoniously in a world that works for all. So think about someone that you know that's not in that peaceful state of mind, and send a love letter to them. from your heart to their heart. Send them an energy of love and peace. This is how we bring peace into the world, one person at a time. So if there's someone in your life, or maybe a public figure, maybe a world leader, just bring them to mind and send them a message of love from your heart. So we'll start there. We'll start with people. And then a lot of times we forget to include the animals of the world. Our animals are just as important in living on this planet. Some are totally dependent on humans. Some are out in the wild, dependent on nature and what they can survive on. So let's think of our animals. Bring up the memory of one animal right now. It could be an animal that's with you. It could be an animal that you're aware of somewhere. Or it could be just animals in general that are surviving on this planet just as us humans are. So whatever that animal is, just say, I love you, and you're safe. Because sometimes they don't feel safe. When we have earthquakes, when we have the heavy weathers, and we're going into hurricane season, so there's a lot of tumultuous activity that's coming up, and the solar flares and everything that shakes our earth, just like it shakes humans, the animals also are very sensitive to energy. So hold an animal in your heart right now. You may not be an animal lover, and that's okay. You don't have to be. Just send out some love to those that are in the wild. They just went through a really hard winter, and some of them still in the cold and the ice. So send love to our animals of the world. And, in some places, animals are revered. So let's send animals to the elephants, to the lions, to all of those that we wouldn't normally think of as being affected by energy, and especially when there's not peace going on around them, but they are. So let's send it to the animals, and then let's send it to all of nature. Those trees can also be stressed by what's happening in our environment, and especially if there's a war going on, the trees suffer because of what's happening. So let's send love to our trees all over the planet. We depend on them for the oxygen that we breathe, and we depend on them for the beauty that they provide in the mountains. So send love all over the planet, to the trees, all of nature, to the waterways that connect us. And when we speak love into the water, the molecules change, and it turns into something really beautiful, a wonderful energy. So let's see all of our world receiving that energy from the waterways that connect us. And now let's focus directly on the areas of conflict, those areas that still are in the energy of war, the energy of conflict with each other and not reaching agreements of how to live together. And let's focus on the world leaders in those areas and send them love. Maybe you did already when you held a human to love, but let's do it all together now. Holding those world leaders that have in their power the ability to create peace among them and their neighbors. So let's say that peace prevail on earth, on every bit of earth, every bit of energy that exists in our world. May peace prevail, and may we find a way to work with each other, to love on each other, to always send out that energy to each other of wanting the very best world possible. And now come back together. Come back here. Love on each other. Everybody that's here together, gathered together today. There's 12 people watching this and participating, probably even more that haven't said anything. But love on each other. Send out, just choose somebody, choose a name. You can see the names if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Just send somebody a moment of love and say, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining in the energy of peace in our world. Marbeth, I love you and thank you for wanting more peace in our world.
And I love you, Terry, and I appreciate you so much. And thank you for being the peace leader that you are.
Thank you. Yeah, I felt it was important today to focus on especially our animals because they do get kind of left out when we think about peace on earth. We think about the people peace, but there's animal peace as well, and their security is important.
So our Deirdre is sending peace and love to Mama Gaia and all who live on her back through the waterways to all the world leaders to see our love message made it.
Yes.
And Dusty is here also. Hi, Dusty.
Hi, Dusty. Oh, we got beautiful, beautiful energy going on. And just keep sharing the love. You know, this is only 7 minutes out of your day, but we can share love 24/7. Don't have to wait for this meditation. We're so glad that you do join in with us, but keep it going. Keep that love energy going and send it out to those that you know, even those you don't know. People in the grocery store. Tell that cashier, thank you for doing the job you're doing. And
sometimes just a smile can make such a difference in someone's life. Letting them know that you see them and you can appreciate them and recognize them. That can mean all the difference to someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all for showing up. And as Marbeth said earlier, you can join everything we do at 10millionforworldpeace.org. And please come and be part of us. We just
join our Facebook group at 10 Million for World Peace. Join us on YouTube. And also, we are on a lot of different audio channels. Yeah, it's Kim O'Neill who's our guest on our podcast this week.
Oh,
and she is awesome, as are all of our guests. Now, Auntie Jean said she thought of the incredible activity that'll be happening soon with the cicadas. They are amazing and harm nothing. Most animals are that way. They teach us lessons that help us grow in love. Very beautiful.
Very true. They teach us so much.
We have Brenda Stanton Hennessy and Lynn Marie.
Oh,
hi, and thank you and welcome for joining us.
Beautiful. The elephants were the first animals I thought of. Thanks for the opportunity to come together for peace and love for all life on the planet. That was Estra. Thank you, Estra. Yes, I think of those elephants, you know, and what all they go through just to survive. Mm-hmm. The baby elephants, when they have babies, all the elephants gather around them to keep them safe. And that's a big lesson for us, you know, to gather around each other. There's safety in numbers. And when we send out peace together, it just really goes further and stays in that energy of love when we're doing it together. So,
well, we love you and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. Namaste.